Up until now, he was facing allegations of being Islamophobe, but now he is facing allegations of being a racist because the member of the parliament in question is a renowned black MP.
No, that's not true. No decision has been taken by Diane Abbott. The process that we were going through ended with the restoration of the whip the other day. So she's a member of the Parliamentary Labour Party.
Right. So as we move into the election mode, we are learning more and more about the true colors of the Labour leader, Keir Starmer. The chap has found himself in another controversy. So last night, the Newsnight revealed how a decision on Diane Abbott, the first black MP of United Kingdom, was taken by the Labour leadership last year. They apparently found her guilty of anti-Semitism for her letter to Observer, in which all she has said that certain groups, including the Irish and the Jewish group, they had not faced racism all their life. That's all she had said, compared to other groups, marginal groups. But because Keir Starmer had to convince the pro-Israeli media and the right-wing media so that his chances of becoming the new prime minister are not spoiled, so he had to be seen as taking action. So what he does, he swings into action, initiates the disciplinary process against Diane Abbott and sleeps on it. The incident happened last year, more than a year ago, and now, as we learn, the decision was taken last year again, and Diane Abbott, she apologized, by the way, immediately after the letter was published. She apologized, but then, and I'll tell you why Keir Starmer is being accused of being racist. That's the allegation that he's facing. So what happened is that decision was taken last year by the Labour leadership, and she was asked to take part in an online training on anti-Semitism, which she completed in February this year. Now, since February, no action has been taken. Nothing has moved as far as the Labour Party is concerned. So she continued to have her whip withdrawn. And remember, even during her toughest moment in Parliament, when one of the key Tory donors has said that she should be shot, and you remember, we did the story. You can see that video here. We did the story on Janta Ka Reporter. Everybody came to her defense except the leader of her own party.
Mr. Speaker, the Conservative Party have accepted a £10 million donation from an individual who has said that one of our parliamentary colleagues in this chamber should be shot. Why is the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom putting money before morals?
Mr. Speaker, as I said, the comments were wrong. The gentleman in question has apologised for them, and that remorse should be accepted.
Stephen Flynn! This is complete rubbish. The gentleman in question apologised for being rude. He wasn't rude, he was racist, he was odious, and he was downright bloody dangerous. Now, on Monday, the number 10 said, we've seen an unacceptable rise in extremist activity which is seeking to divide our society and hijack our democratic institutions. Isn't extremism that we should all be worried about? The views of those Tory donors that we've read about this week.
She was not even allowed to speak in the Parliament. You remember the video? She rose about 26 times, or in some reports said that 41 times. I counted 26 times. And the Speaker, Lindsay Hoyle, did not allow her to speak, even on a matter that concerned her. The entire Parliament was allowed to speak except her. So this was revealed on Newsnight, that how the Labour was going slow deliberately in bringing her episode to final conclusion. It was after the report was broadcast, Labour leadership swung into action and said, okay, we are restoring the whip on Diane Abbott, but we are not letting her contest from her seat, which is North Hackney. So that is the crux of the story. That they moved in with a lightning speed after the report was broadcast on Newsnight and restored her whip, but then set a precondition that she will not be the Labour candidate from her seat in the coming election. Now, why everything has become so murky and even more disgraceful? For two reasons. One, it just shows the Labour leader Keir Starmer's double standard. Mind you, in 2020, another Labour MP, a frontbencher, member of Keir Starmer's front bench, Steve Reid, he had tweeted accusing Tory donor Richard Desmond, who happens to be a former porn baron. Now, he also happens to be a Jew. All he had used in his tweet was referring to Richard Desmond as the Tories' puppet master. That's all he had said. And he was accused of being an anti-Semite. He deleted the tweet, apologized, and no action was taken against him. Now, Steve Reid is a white, Diane Abbott is a black woman, both accused of anti-Semitism. One faces the consequences for so long, other, everything is over. Within few minutes, everything is over. No action taken. That is why now Keir Starmer is facing the accusation of being a racist leader. Now, a lot of people are saying that what if Diane Abbott was a white person? Would she have faced the consequences that she has faced as a black woman? That's going to damage Keir Starmer further. Because now, up until now, he was being accused of Islamophobia because of his support for Israeli genocide in Gaza. Now he's actually facing accusation of being racist. There's a new twist. So apparently the deal was, as the reports are suggesting, that her whip will be restored. In return, she would gracefully retire from politics after having completed 37 years as a Labour MP. Now, what happens is that the news is leaked to Times newspaper to say that she has been barred from contesting the elections. To which Diane Abbott has tweeted, expressing her dismay, because what this leak has done is prevented her from gracefully retiring from politics. Now, this question was posed to Keir Starmer this morning by the BBC. He denies.
No, that's not true. No decision has been taken. Bar Diane Abbott. The process that we were going through ended with the restoration of the whip the other day. So she's a member of the Parliamentary Labour Party, and no decision has been taken barring her.
But whether his denial has any authenticity or credibility will depend on whether he allows her to contest from her constituency. Otherwise, he has to live with another allegations of racism. So as I said, up until now, he was facing allegations of being Islamophobe, but now he is facing allegations of being a racist because the member of the parliament in question is a renowned black MP. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so because that's one of the many ways you can support independent journalism. God bless you all.